Till you see what we've met. Bayek.
What's the matter? Have I got a smudge on my nose or something?
Bayek, I've just realised something.
What?
Whenever I come into this room, Montgomery, you're always sitting there drinking tea. Every single time.
I am not. Sometimes I drink coffee.
Well, whatever it is you're drinking, the fact remains that you're always drinking it in Marjorie's kitchen. Why don't you invite her round to your house?
Well, I
come to that, Mr. Grimley. Why do you never invite anybody to your house? I mean, I've never been inside.
No, me neither. What about you, Marjorie?
Well, no, now you come to mention it, I've never been inside either. But it doesn't really matter, does it?
Got some big dark secret, have you, Montgomery? Got something you don't want nobody to see?
No.
Well, why don't you invite anybody round there, then?
Well, I don't know, really.
Come to that. Why don't you invite us all round there now? Personally, I'm busting with curiosity to see inside your place.
What's up? You can't just invite yourself round to somebody's house. Anyway, what was this thing you wanted to tell me about?
That can wait, Marjorie. That can wait. Mr. Grimley's house promises to be much more interesting. That is, if we're welcome to go in there.
Well, of course you're all welcome. Any time.
Look, why don't you all pop round for a cup of tea at Christmas?
What's wrong with now?
Well,
well, all right then. Come on. Look, it doesn't seem fair to invite you round when Tidlap and Middler aren't here.
They won't mind, Mr. Grimley.
Well, perhaps they'll feel a bit left out, but perhaps we should wait for them, eh?
Onwards, Montgomery.
Oh. Listen, I've just thought, I think I might have left the house in a bit of a state. Why don't I go and tidy it up and you come round later?
Onwards, Montgomery.
Oh, don't blame me if the house is a
bit of a mess, will you?
A little untidy. A little untidy, Montgomery. That's putting it very mildly, isn't it? The untidiest room I've ever been in, this is. Oh!
Do you never tidy up?
Well, of course I do. I swept the floor only last, when was it? Oh, well, once I did, I think.
Just look at all this stuff.
Oh, look what you've done. You've got to mess the place up.
Me? I think it's fair to say it was pretty messy before that happened, Mr. Grimley. Still, what about a nice cup of tea, then?
Shall I put the kettle on? Where's the cooker, Mr. Grimley?
Oh, I haven't got one.
What? Well, how'd you cook?
Well, I don't.
Well, that will explain why you never invite folks round for tea. No cooker. And I'll tell you another thing I've noticed as well and all. You haven't got a sink.
Well, if I never cook, I never need to wash up, do I?
Fair enough.
Oh, listen, I know what you're all thinking. You're wondering how I can live in a place like this. Well, I know there's not much to look at.
That's true.
But it's my home, and I like it.
If I happen to be rich, with lots of cash to spare, and I could spend £1 million or two and never care, I could buy a castle or a mansion, but I fear I wouldn't even bother, 'cause I'm happy living here. This is my home. It may not be a palace, it's not a flat in Rome, or Hollywood or Dallas. It's a scruffy little place, but it'll do for me. It's friendly and it's safe, and it's where I like to be. This is my home. And when I close the door, I know I'm right where I belong. And who could ask for more?
Nice architraving, though.
This is my home, the place where I return to and move to somewhere else I know I'll never yearn to. It's not much to look at, but that doesn't bother me. Who needs glamour, who needs style, who needs luxury? This is my home. And when I close the door, I know I'm right where I belong. That is why I sing this song. Oh, please correct me if I'm wrong, but who could ask for more?
quite right, Mr. Grimley. Home is where the heart is. And living in a place where you're happy is better than living in the finest palace in the world.
I agree.
Oh, so do I, so do I.
Still, it's a right old mess, isn't it?
Oh, well, now, Montgomery, if you want a bit of a hand in doing the place up, you only have to ask.
Yes, we'll be happy to do what we can.
Really? Well, I could do with some help in getting the place looking ship-shape.
Look no further then, Montgomery. Help is at hand. We could start by getting rid of all this rubbish.
Hey, hold on a minute. It's taken me years to collect all this stuff. Some useful things here, you know, and they'll come in very handy one day.
Oh, no doubt, but I mean, is the bedroom the place to keep them?
This isn't the bedroom. This is the kitchen. It's just I keep my bed in it. Mind you, I suppose I could turn it back into a proper kitchen again, couldn't I? With a cooker and a sink and other kitcheny sort of things.
Like a waste disposal unit.
Pardon?
A waste disposal unit, Marjorie. Aesop and I have just made one. It's what we were going to show you earlier on.
We were going to give it to you, but I think Mr. Grimley's need is greater than yours. He doesn't seem to be very good at getting rid of his rubbish.
But what's a waste disposal unit when it's at home?
We'll show you. This is Rita. Rita the Rubbish Eater.
It was Messop's idea to make it.
Oh, but you were the one who actually made it work, Aesop. Not that I couldn't have managed it myself, of course, given the time.
Quite. Still, let's just say it was a joint effort.
And a very impressive effort it was too. Ha! How does it work?
Oh, nothing could be easier, Montgomery. I'll tell you, all you have to do is find a bit of rubbish what you don't want. Like that. Oh, stick it in her mouth. And she eats it. Voila, just like that. All gone rubbish. Brilliant, eh?
Well, don't she mind you putting rubbish in her mouth?
She's a machine, Mr. Grimley, not a person.
Well, yeah, I know that, of course, but it's just that she looks so lifelike.
Would you like to try it out, Mr. Grimley?
Ooh, yes, please. Now, rubbish. I've got some around somewhere, I know I have.
Quite a lot, I should think.
Yeah, this'll do it.
No, Mr. Grimley. Rita's for getting rid of your household rubbish. You know, cereal packets, tea bags, potato peelings, that sort of stuff. That garden sieve is much too big.
Right.
Yeah, even if she did like metal, she couldn't fit it in her mouth.
No.
Let's try this then.
Amazing!
It works.
Yeah, of course it works. This is the bestest waste disposal unit whatever anybody's ever made, this is.
Brilliant. And really useful too. Hey, I'm going to enjoy having you around the house, Rita.
Oh, well, really, Rita.
That's a little fault we haven't managed to put right yet, but we're working on it.
Dear.
Yes, we're working on it.
Rita,